Hey guys, Rail Chief 74 here and welcome back to the channel. Now it's been quite a long time since I last made a video here online, so I figured that this was definitely the perfect opportunity to talk about something new that I purchased at the Seaside Model Railroaders Club in Selbyville 2 weeks ago. And that of course is this very nice looking Lionel post-war fire car with the fireman and ladder installed. So let's go ahead and jump right into the intro and we'll talk more about it. So what we have here is a Lionel 3512 operating fire car, which was made around 1959 through 1961. Now there are two different variations of this car. Variation A, which you see on the table here, has the black ladder on the top, and the extremely hard to find version, which is Variation B, has a silver ladder. And the fire car itself is not based off of any real-life prototype, just like with the number 52 fire car, but it does provide you with a lot of play value in action. And once this thing is in operation, it does not disappoint, because you get two different types of animation when it comes to this car. The first thing you get is the little fireman who spins back and forth in his chair sideways from left to right. And then on the other side, you do get the little warning beacon with the light that spins round and round very accurately. And it does remind you of a real life fire truck. And this thing is not totally 100% completed because it's missing two extra ladders that go on each side of the car. There's a ladder that's supposed to go on this side as well as the other. But thankfully, the York Train Show is going to be coming up in another 3 weeks or so. So it'll only be just a little bit of a matter of time until I can find those pieces. And hopefully they shouldn't be that hard to track down. Now, as for the operation of the firemen as well as the warning beacon is actually very simple. If we turn the car upside down here, we can see that there's a little pulley system which is attached to the underside of the trucks here, and that pulley system is activated by this little rubber band drive underneath the wheels here. Very similar to how the post-war radar car works. Once the train is in motion, the pulley system starts spinning around, the rubber band starts rubbing up against the pulley here, and that causes both not only the beacon but also the firemen to spin around in a circle. But like I mentioned earlier, unlike the warning beacon here, the fireman only spins left and right, back and forth. Now, just as a side note, everything on this car is entirely made of plastic, including the trucks, the couplers, the plastic base that sits on top of the flat car here. The only thing that is, however, completely all metal is the ladder itself, as well as the two cranks on each side of the car. Now, just like with any other piece of Lionel rolling stock that was made back in the day, life isn't always perfect, and neither is model railroading, because this car did feature a lot of problems back in the day, and it still has that same problem today. Because similar to the number 38 water tower or the Lionel 65 hand car, the rubber band drive underneath the wheels would either melt off or break off completely. But thankfully, the one underneath this one is still intact. And I'm not too sure if this is an original rubber band drive or somebody just went into their cabinet or something and just pulled out a replacement rubber band that was almost the same size. But everything else on the car is still completely functional. And cosmetically, this thing could use a little bit of a cleanup during the week. And thankfully, that shouldn't really take up most of my time. And the number one main thing that I have to work on here is the ladder extension, because for some reason the ladder is like frozen in place here, and there's supposed to be like a little string underneath the ladder, which when you crank it up, it's supposed to reel it back in. And I'm not really too sure if it's supposed to reel it back out either. So I'm still kind of, experimenting with this car a little here and there. But without that being said, let's go ahead and hook this up to a train consist and we'll run it around the layout for a bit. Okay, well, I hope you all have enjoyed the video today. For more new and exciting footage of the fire car in action, you guys can go ahead and follow me on Instagram at railchief74.com, or you could just tune in here on my channel here on YouTube, also known as railchief74 as well, because I got a bunch of new reels and footage of the fire car in action once again. And before we end the video here, I just wanted to mention, if you guys have noticed a difference in the quality of the audio here, that's because I bought a new microphone and a connector from my phone off of Amazon not too long ago. And I also wanted to give a very special thank you and a shout out to Dave over at DA Griffin Hobby. Dave's a really great guy, and he's always coming up with new and creative ideas and ways to improve not only the hobby, but also the YouTube community as well. So in case you guys haven't go checked out his channel, I highly recommend it. And his layout is also very cool as well. Now, as always, my name is Mike. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to hit the notification bell down below, as always, for any other projects that I upload. But until then, thank you all for tuning in, and I'll see you all in my next video.